Hello everyone. Today is August the 13th, 2012, and this is an update on our layout that we've been working on for quite a while. It started out with me and Bob, and we picked up Walter and Jim as joining us and helping us do this project. You might have remembered this from a while back. It's like I said, it's been a while. But I want to give you an update on where we are and what we've been doing here. The actual layout itself kind of remains the same. We're heading on down here. This is our turntable, of course. And then on down, we hit that side over there. We loop around. And of course we come down this area through here. You can see it from this angle. We added a whole yard, a complete yard, and it starts right there, and this is actually the yard right here. Hope I'm not going too fast with this, but to kind of give you another view of the yard, it'd be more or less like this. And put a lot of work into this. We even did some landscaping. That's something new that it wasn't on our previous updates. You can see it from this angle here. Anyway, that's the yard. And we actually got into, like I said, landscaping, and here's what we've done so far. Let me get some angles to this thing and give you an idea of what it looks like from this angle. It's more of a rocky desert type look. You can see there. And we did some over here. We really just started on this part. And this is what it would look like along this area here. It's the first time I ever done anything, and thank goodness with the other guys here. We got especially two guys, Bob and Walter. They're really good at wiring the electrical part. And Jim, I kind of work with him. He's kind of teaching me how to do some of this landscaping here. As you can see, we have quite a bit to go. My plan is that this right through here is going to be, believe it or not, this is going to be the town. That used to be the yard, but we took it out. The town, and this train, the layout, is going to go right through the middle of town. I don't know about parts of the country or the world where you guys live, but in the United States we do have some towns that the railroad actually goes right through the middle of town. Really kind of cool, you know. And there's the bridge. You've probably seen that before. That's what Bob has made. And by the way, these pictures on the website will show you who I'm talking about when I say Bob. And well, I'm Bob also, but Bob H, and I'm Bob I, and Jim and Walt. We did put some sky up here, kind of like something again we never done before. And there's things that I would like to be able to see or do. It's in my head, but I can't. My hand won't. Can't paint it like what's in my head. I guess because I'm not an artist. The other thing we added to the layouts, if you notice some of our switches here, right in this area, is that we no longer have flip switches. You know, we used to have some switches we flipped for various types of track. We replaced them all with and I should have this information when I'm doing this, but I don't. If you look under the track, these guys right here, I don't know if you can see it very clear. That little thing there operates 4 switches. And when I'm saying switches, I'm talking turnouts. And it operates 4, but if you have 2 switches that need to operate the same each time, you can actually operate as many as 8. because, for example, in this switch right here, if the switch is like here on this one, the switch has to be the opposite here. So what I'm saying is that decoder down there, one line will actually operate both these switches at the same time. We have two reverse loops in here. We have one reverse loop that comes around right in here, as you can see it. It goes around and it comes right back to where we were. That's one reverse loop. We have another reverse loop right here, this long line, if you can see it going all the way down. It comes, it loops around over in here, it comes right back, and again, it fits in right there. You can see it from an angle. That there, it splits off, it goes that way, and eventually it comes back right in here. And for the reverse loop, we are using this unit right there. And of course our switch motors, we have Tortoise motors for each of the switches. So because of that decoder that you saw just a minute ago, that means that I can, let's go under here. By the way, this section here will eventually be able to lift out. You know, we'd be able to lift it up and out. But right now, we don't have any of the tracks cut. I'll stoop underneath. And here's some more of these tortoises. We have to put those on the top here. Now I'm going to show you something right here. Okay, that decoder I was telling you about earlier that operates the switches, it is what they call a DS44 Digitrack. And that's what that is right there, DS44. That allows you to operate your switches with your controller right here. As you see the controller, I would have to hit, there's a switch button. I'd hit that switch button, put in a switch number that operates that switch, and then down here you have an option to open or close. And that operates like these switches right here by using this, because I have one of these DS44s. They're not that expensive really to purchase. Now the reverse loops, as I was just mentioned, like this reverse loop right here, what that controller is called a AR1. It's also Digitrack, and the AR1 allows you to do a reverse. Without it, you can't do it. So anyway, this is the layout from different angles, and we're working very hard on it. Even though I haven't been online for a long time, it's not that we were not doing anything. There's a lot of work to do, and a lot of it's under the table with the wiring and all. I think the track is just right. I don't think I'm going any more with the track, and kind of go from there. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any ideas or any questions at all, just feel free to ask. All right, until next time.